All right, we're ready to go to the cage to bring out our fighters.
All right, we're going to go ahead and jump on into the MMA portion of our card tonight with our middleweight division. This bout is brought to you by Chips Transmissions. First, please welcome to the cage, Thomas Hillyard.
Thomas Hillyard here makes his entrance as he will be our first MMA fighter to walk out here tonight. Training with Travis Gregoire down in over 9,000, Huntsville, Alabama. A little bit of a ways away from here. But these guys have brought a few fighters here tonight. We'll meet later on. Hillyard kicking things off. 1-0, I think he won down in Nashville around July. First time we've had him here in the Valor Fights cage. A big guy. And he's going to have a size disadvantage tonight. We'll see what that does to his head.
Well, you know, both these guys are big, and that's the thing with middleweights. You never know what you're going to get. You can get the shorter guys, but then you can look at other guys and you'll be like, are these actually light heavyweights or heavyweights? You know, and that's what's so cool here is these guys are very, very well matched up. Of course, Tim Lloyd doing what he does, matching the fight so well, and I'm very excited because the O must go here in this bout tonight.
Thomas Hillyard representing over 9,000 here tonight. And not much is known about him. He's a little bit of a mystery. He was very soft-spoken, didn't give us a lot of stuff when we talked to him. And that always makes a fighter more interesting to me. I love talking to these guys and getting to know them. But it's always a little bit interesting when they're very soft-spoken and they don't give you a lot to work with. It makes you really kind of intrigued to what they bring to the table.
Well, and that's what's so great about Valor 29 here. This is an all-amateur card. You start to see the future stars. This is where the major moments happen. You don't know these guys, and out of nowhere, the star is born. And I'm very excited. I have a feeling for this one that we're going to see something big here.
Well, you're going to see two big things. Both of these guys are very big.
Yeah.
As Thomas Hillyard steps into the Valor Fights cage, as we'll introduce our next opponent with Jennifer Oxendine.
And his opponent out of the OEB blue corner, please welcome to the cage, Bright Benson.
A great name, first of all. That is his actual name, no nickname, Bright Benson. And you will see a very tall, undefeated prospect here from Knuckle Up. As you mentioned earlier, a very old gym, but a gym that's doing some big things right now throughout Atlanta and now coming down here to East Tennessee.
Yeah, you know, years ago, I remember it started as LA Boxing, then it became Velocity Gym, and then it was Knuckle Up, and Knuckle Up has stuck for the last 10 to 12 years. And they have produced so many big names, talking about guys like Rafael Jr., Asanseo, Diego Sarajevo, and now Bright Benson.
You see Bright Benson 2-0, his opponent 1-0. As you mentioned, the O will go tonight. Little bit younger is Bright Benson, 23 to 29, and the 3-inch height advantage for Benson here tonight at Valor 29. As you mentioned, the new blood rising, a nice little tagline, but something we're taking seriously here is a bunch of young guys, maybe guys you are not household names or guys you're really looking up on YouTube yet.
Well, you know, when I talk about this, you know, it's like we're in UT country right here. You know, everybody watches college football. And why do they watch college football? Because they want to see who the Heisman winner is going to be, who the next big future star is going to be. And that's why we're here tonight. We want to see big things happen because you don't expect it. It comes out of nowhere, and that's why it's so amazing and so surprising. And that's what this card tonight is all about.
Bright Benson wanting to be that guy who makes the impact tonight, as is Thomas Hillyard. And these guys will kick off the MMA portion of tonight's Valor Fights 29 card. This will be at 185, and that's one of the weight classes we're trying to build up a little bit at Valor Fights. 185, a class not full of stars. A lot of guys have either turned pro, have dropped weight, or just not really fighting anymore. So this division is wide open, so to speak. We'll crown a middleweight champion next week. But if a guy looks real impressive here tonight with their undefeated record, could be the next top contender for a title shot.
Such a spectacular division. We saw last week, of course, that big main event with Sid Wheeler and Gallegos at 185. You got the power of the heavyweights with the speed of the lightweights kind of mixed together there. Such a tremendous weight class because there's so much action that can happen here.
As you mentioned, the size difference between so many different 85ers. We've seen guys 5'8", 5'9", who are explosive and powerful, and guys now who are 6'4", and got a John Jones build here, going to use that reach. But again, opponent Thomas Hillyard very big as well, and we are ready to send it to the cage for the introductions and Jennifer Oxendine.
This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, Out of the Hogs red corner, holding a record of 1 win and no defeats. He weighed in at 184 pounds and is representing over 9,000 MMA in Huntsville, Alabama, Thomas Hillyard. And his opponent out of the OEB blue corner, he holds a record of 2 wins and no defeats, weighed in at 186 pounds and is representing Knuckle Up Fitness in Douglasville, Georgia, Bright Benson.
Man, I just got a
Your
chill down
referee
my
for this
spine.
fight is Nate Jolly.
I think something big's going to happen in this fight. I just feel it. I'm very, very excited. Looking at Bright Benson over there, he's a scary-looking guy, but I look back over here, and I see Hillyard. That guy, he's nothing to scoff at either. I just feel it here.
Well, we hope so. To kick off the MMA portion of the card here at Valor 29, these two guys come out, touch the gloves. We will see how it goes, and there comes the jab from Benson.
Already throwing for the fences are both of these competitors.
Ooh, that head kick just misses. And again, the range of both these guys is going to come into play. Who uses it better? Good jab there from Benson.
Beautiful shot there. Rocked the head of Thomas Hillyard back. Ooh. Another big straight right hand or over the head
like
by Bright Benson.
Might have rocked him a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's big shots there. Hillyard turning his back, taking some big shots here, looking for the takedown.
And might be a desperate takedown here, and he might have got stuck in a guillotine.
Oh,
that might be
a big pull there. He needs to watch that, needs to defend the wrist.
He's going to try to use that guillotine here to set up a takedown for Hillyard.
Those arms of Bright Benson, they're strong but like shoelaces at the same time. A very nasty combination because once that choke sinks in, it's a done deal.
And Hillyard is bleeding here. It looks like it's on his arm. He's picking him up all the way. That's going to take the pressure off his neck a little bit.
Look at the rubber neck of Hillyard here. How is he still awake? That choke is very, very tight.
He's got a little bit of a high crotch here. He lets it go, and this could be trouble now. He's going to try to pull his head out.
He may be unconscious. I think he's unconscious here. The ref needs to step in.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah, that's a done deal.
I thought he was out. He might have been tapped on the other side.
Yeah. Hey, props to Nate Jolly for not stepping in when I called it because he was actually fine.
Really odd, though, just to stop moving.
Yeah, he just hung there.
Not a great idea in a fight to just stop moving, but that guillotine had been locked on for a long time. Could have been getting lightheaded. A great win for Bright Benson.
Absolutely, and like I said, both men looking good, but once those shoelaces were wrapped around the neck of Thomas Hillyard, it was all she wrote. He was in a tough spot. Cody, you got to go to the wrist. You got to defend those because if you don't, they can come back to haunt you. Even if they don't get you right in the onset of the choke, they have staying power. It does the guillotine choke.
And a very good performance from a guy with a bright future in Bright Benson, and he will move to 3-0 now in his career thus far. And it looks like it might be a knee injury for Thomas Hillyard. We look at some of the replays. Big shots from Bright Benson.
And from the start, Hillyard did not seem, rock steady in this fight. He was turning away. The strikes of Bright Benson so aggressive. He was unable to get going, and then when he saw it, he laced it up. He had the arm firmly into the guillotine position, and he rode it out and got the victory.
Jennifer Oxendine will introduce your winner, Bright Benson, here at Valor 29.
Your referee stops this fight at 1 minute and 23 seconds into the first round for your winner, out of the OEB blue corner, Bright Benson.